This is City Council candidate Mandy Shafer,
Yes.
and this is Around My Town Spotlight. We're going to try this again for the third time with all the rains and the storms the last couple times that we've been out here. So I appreciate you joining us.
Sure.
This is fantastic. So this is the beginning. This is the third day of early voting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited. This is the St. Cloud Civic Center. So I just really want to get started. Obviously, you're not a politician. So why did you get into this race, and what are your thoughts? Like, what's your passion about?
Well, we need good people to run for office, and we live in a constitutional republic, and the only way that form of government thrives is with citizen involvement. And so if I can be an example for my son, for all the kids in my life, to step up and do something hard, then running for office is not an easy task.
Yeah.
So I decided that it's what I need to do. So, and I also facilitate Constitution classes. I've been doing that for about 3.5 years, 4 years in the community, and felt like I kept telling people, we need good people to run, we need good people to run. And finally one day I thought, I decided I can't keep promoting that or preaching that message if I'm not willing to throw my hat in the ring. So
of course.
I decided to run.
That's great, man. And so you mentioned constitutional classes, right? So what do you do? How often you do it? I mean, obviously not now because it's election season. Mm-hmm. So how often were you doing it?
I would do them in the fall, the spring, and the summer. So I do about 3 classes a year. And I've been doing them 3.5, 4 years. And I don't claim to be a pro, but I'm just a willing vessel that pushes play on a video, cultivates a conversation, and just tries to inform the public and the citizens. Yeah. It's important that we know what the Constitution says.
Very important. I mean, I was at one of them. I was at the Rotary one, and it was great. I mean, things that you don't remember. You kind of remember when you were in school. You say, oh yeah, I remember learning that, but you'll be shocked. I mean, it's things that we don't remember. Like you can't recite. I bet you most of the people here can't recite most of the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. It's kind of scary to think about.
Yeah. They say, oh, things are unconstitutional, but they don't even know what the Constitution says. So it's important.
But that's huge that you're running for office and you're having that as your backbone. So that's really cool. I'm very appreciative.
Thank you.
So now a lot of people are asking about like what are the top priorities for the candidates, right? Sure. I know there's going to be multiple seats, multiple votes. You get the mayor and then the city council seats. So what are your like top priorities to tell the public so they know what to vote for?
Sure. So I'm definitely for businesses, supporting the existing businesses that are in our community, and then also making St. Cloud a more welcoming environment for new business. Let's create income for the city and get that that tax base as income instead of trying to build so much. And definitely for our public safety, I was endorsed by the local fire union, the police union, and the realtors, but definitely for public safety and making sure that our firefighters and police officers have everything they need to keep our community safe as we grow. And then managing taxpayer dollars, right? I mean, it's important that your money, my money, the citizens' money is spent wisely. So that's definitely 3 things I'm passionate about.
That's great. I mean, the other thing too is that when you're living here, so supposedly we've grown from like 20 or 30,000 to like almost 70,000 in the last 10, 15 years, it seems like, right? I just moved here 5 years ago, but according to a couple other folks, I mean, you're talking about in less than 15 years, we've tripled the size. And I don't think the infrastructure is there yet to kind of get those. I mean, you see all these apartment buildings going up. So what is I mean, I know there's only so much you could do, but what are your thoughts of how we could help so there was not that much traffic and like what can do?
Well, we definitely need the infrastructure before we're building more rooftops, right? So I don't claim to know everything, but there are professionals out there and people that are wiser than myself that I can go to and ask those questions about how can we alleviate congestion? What things can we do what steps can we take to make sure rooftops to then, continue to clog our roads? Traffic is an issue.
It's very important. So I really appreciate that that's because a lot of folks that I talk to on a regular basis too, and commenting on my posts and stuff are asking like, there's so much traffic, I don't know what to do. It takes me an hour and a half to get to work. And people, work in Winter Park. Like actually my daughter, we're looking at private schools and she's in 8th grade. So 9th grade, it's in Winter Park, the one that we're looking, hour and a half, 40 minutes just to get out of St. Cloud.
Yeah, the traffic. I mean, I've lived here since 1982. I've been my home and I've seen a lot of change. So I hear all the concerns that all the citizens have.
Yeah. So no, I appreciate that. And I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you got a lot of things to do and sign waving. But again, this is early voting now through the 3rd.
November 3rd. Yep. Polls
November
are open
3rd.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for early voting. And then election day is November 5th, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That's great. Are you going to have an election party?
Yes.
Celebrate?
Yes. We have to celebrate all the hard work, all the volunteers, all the hours.
Yeah.
I've had so many people help me. I couldn't do this alone.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've seen you everywhere for your seat specifically. Like I've seen your signs everywhere, and your candidate, I haven't. Like that's one thing. You've done a great job, you and your husband and your family and all your supporters and your volunteers. You've done a great job, so I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for joining us. And again, this is Around My Town Spotlight. Like, share, and subscribe our video. Thank you so much.